What was an audiencia? Have you ever wondered how colonial power was organized in Latin America? One key institution that played a significant role in this structure was the audiencia. So, what exactly was an audiencia? An audiencia was a vital part of the Spanish colonial administration in Latin America. It served mainly as a high court with various powers, including judicial, political, and administrative functions. This institution acted as the highest tribunal in a specific region, handling both civil and criminal cases. In cases where a regional governor or viceroy was absent, the audiencia could step in as the interim governing body. This made it a central element in the governance of colonial territories. The structure of an audiencia included a president, several judges known as oidores, which translates to hearers, and crown attorneys called fiscales. These officials were responsible for hearing appeals and original cases, overseeing legal matters, and ensuring that Spanish law was enforced in the colonies. Over time, the audiencia expanded to include specialized judges for criminal cases, known as alcaldes del crimen, and regents who managed the overall operations of the tribunal. The first audiencia in the Americas was established in Santo Domingo in the year 1511. However, it faced some early resistance and was re-established in the year 1526. The first audiencia on the mainland was created in Mexico City in the year 1527, shortly after the conquest of the Aztec Empire. Throughout the 16th and 17th centuries, more audiencias were established in key colonial centers like Lima, Guatemala, Quito, and Manila. These audiencias covered vast territories that would eventually form modern Latin American countries. Beyond their judicial roles, audiencias had a significant impact on local labor systems. They authorized forms of forced indigenous labor, such as repartimiento in New Spain and Mita in Peru. These labor systems required indigenous communities to provide workers for mining, agriculture, and public works, shaping social and economic patterns in colonial society. The audiencia system was essential for maintaining Spanish royal authority and legal order across diverse territories. The jurisdictions of these audiencias often laid the groundwork for the borders of newly independent Latin American nations after Spanish rule ended. While audiencias ceased to exist after independence, their legacy continues in the legal and administrative traditions of Latin America. From a Latin cultural perspective, the audiencia represents both the imposition of Spanish colonial power and the complex interactions between indigenous peoples, settlers, and the crown. It was a mechanism that enforced European legal norms while adapting to local conditions, influencing the social, economic, and political development of Latin America during the colonial period.